Yes, omulungi atulaba tuli butereevu ku mukutu Viki exclusive era nga tusinzidde Lira. Yes, His Excellence Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ali butereevu mpewo za radio era nga agenda kuba ayogerako eri eggwanga ng'ayita ku radio kwasinziira era tugenda kuba tukuwa embeera yonna
tutwala in radio itiwinyo Voice of Lango FM kera boru ya boro tonere not kere mia chel itonere angwen kitwa pinga papata me Lango kere Uganda loro kere wipo da loro kuna me itiwinyo online ni beo a radio garden kere itiwinyo ni be website me Voice of Lango www.vol.co.ug me winyo utisheng meni na tili kita me huku bero kubukere utisheng meni na tili utidi unkate kere welo amemiro bed kere e studio botu wa kanen utikere utela the party me the National Unity Platform no ame wano bino bero keki pi chawa ame roma chel chake chawa ni na chawa bio kere daki ha kira ngwen me audition meni na tele ania BF timugwal kita me akobi karache kere nyangi mano party me National Unity Platform katoka kere ha me bebe kwa pinga papa me Uganda mem otoluaka karache kere yapo offices gia papa me kwa pinga papa me Uganda kuno chaho gene karache kere district ya metie to Western Uganda ubeo gene Kasese ubeo gene Port Poto ubeo gene Wurumachani mutie gene district of course mema yuge worni mutum gene Mbale tinini utigini Botwa district Lira kan so meto nyange botki ye hageni me kwa hako bikom mobilization ni pino perningo kene pire tek pingo belua kametie Lango kan. Good afternoon. You're most welcome to Voice of Lango FM this afternoon. Listening to us from our frequencies 88.0 and 100.4. Like we earlier told you, this afternoon we are privileged to host the leadership of the National Unity Platform led by their president, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who is also known as Bobi Wine. Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, President of the National Unity Platform, former Member of Parliament of Kyadondo East, you're most welcome to Voice of Lango FM this afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much, Brother Boniface. Thank you for your take. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, listening to us here in Lira and all over Lango. My name is Bobi Wine Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, and I'm very honored to be here today on Voice of Lango.
I think it's the first time you're appearing on the biggest radio station in Lango and in northern Uganda.
Well, not the first time. I've been here a couple of times as a musician, but since I was elected president of Uganda, it is the first time.
You're most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Honorable Bobi Wine is joined by other NUPA leaders in Lango. We have, I think, the regional coordinator for Lango, Michael Atonyo. Michael, you're most welcome this afternoon.
Paul wakata winyiwa mania the Michael Chris and the regional coordinator MEP.
Okay, I think we also have the Secretary General for the National Unity Platform for Lango Sub-Region. You're most welcome, sir.
Apoyo total BF Major Wa Karachel Kede Voice of Lango. Apoyo Luak Mela on total Pijolo President Wando Tikan.
Apoyo Mateka Adwong Mawa Apoyo Total Binani Yodiching Meni Natin the Voice of Lango FM.
Apoyo management me Voice of Lango Kede Luak Lucha Metio Hokano Iruamu Lucha Popat. Apoyo BF.
Apoyo Mate.
We hati dake hani omi down in the new toko abia Honorable Uchena Bia flag bearer wa no me moroto come 2025-2026 Uchena Bia 2025-2026 aha.
Yes, thank you so much. Upon my take, Luak Duja Metila, and you are your maybe to the president. You are your maybe to the president, man. Ilaukan, and yeah, Geoffrey Chenabia. Hopefully, I will have the flag for National Unity Platform for Moroto in 2026, because this fight is all about entrenching freedom, justice, and equality within the social, political, and economic areas. Thank you.
Oyematek Kadung Al Chenabia. First thing first, Honorable Robert Sentamu Chagulanyi, Bobi Wine. You have been in the mobilization tours, especially in Barara, in Port Poto, in Busia. Yesterday you are in Mbale, and today you are in Lira City. What has been the reception like in the areas you have visited?
Thank you. For those that have been watching us on traditional media and online, they've been seeing we got very warm welcomes everywhere we went. It is humbling. We don't take it for granted. But again, it goes further to show that the people of Uganda are receiving our message of liberation, our message of change, our message of end to dictatorship. So it has been massive everywhere. I also want to thank in a very, very special way the people of Lira for this massive welcome. We don't take it for granted. Thank you for showing us that indeed what we are saying is not only representative of us alone, it is not only representative of young people, but also the old people. These problems we are facing are not only problems of Ankole, of the Bachiga, of Kasese, of Busia Ombale. They are problems of the nation, of the country. So it has been massive, and we thank God that we are here now.
From the areas you have visited, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, we see a lot of peaceful processes. And it seems like your cooperation, the leadership of the party and yourself and the security has been very good, because I think all the areas you have visited, there has been no confrontation. Things are moving on well.
Yeah, certainly there's not been any confrontation so far, and this also proves that if the police does not cause chaos, there is no chaos. If the police does not bring violence, there's no violence. We are peaceful people. We have always advocated for non-violence and for peacefulness. And I'm glad that the police and the military have not yet broken the law, because everything that we are doing is within the law. But I must also remind us that the police is not beating or killing people or tear gassing us, not because they don't want, but because since 2020, in November 2020, Museveni, using the police and military, killed people, they massacred people, and we took Museveni to the International Criminal Court, Museveni and his son. And he knows that if he kills more people, if he causes more chaos, he's giving us more evidence.
But
so maybe
at that time,
that's why
they were also accusing the people of course, inciting the police, and such kind of things happen. But that's well. Maybe the second thing I want to find out from yourself is you're coming to Lira today to open your offices, I think, for the first time after the general elections of 2021.
Yes.
What does the party intend to achieve after this mobilization drive in Lango and in other parts of the country?
Thank you. Maybe, Bonnie, if you will allow me to give a little background. Because initially I was not a politician, like many of us here. But I want the young people of Lango to know, because in December 1980, when none of us here was born, there was an election. That election was between Dr. Milton Obote, or Dr. Paul Kawanga Semogerere, and some other small candidates, including Museveni. Museveni was the Katumba Oye of 1980. Now, after the election, Museveni claimed that he was cheated. He did not even get 1% of the vote, but he started a war. And when he started that war, Museveni, Kainda Utafire, and other rebels, they put on the army uniform of the soldiers of Dr. Milton Obote. They went and killed our people. And they lied to our parents that it is Dr. Obote's people that had killed our people. They lied and convinced our parents. We joined him, and there was a war. In that war, more than 500,000 people died. Museveni came to power claiming that he's going to bring back democracy, stop rigging elections, stop corruptions, stop abductions of people and everything. Now, almost 40 years later, he has destroyed everything across the country. But in particular, here, you remember that we had Lira spinning mills. We had, a better infrastructure here. We had a better education system. We had better healthcare. Everything has been destroyed. He went ahead to massacre people all over the country, but in particular here in northern Uganda. So 40 years later, I think that in all honesty, I think it's about time to apologize to Dr. Milton Obote. I think it's about time for people to know the truth. And I'm going to Luwero tomorrow, and I'm going to tell those fellow Bagandas of mine there that it is time for us to kick out this man that we brought. He lied to us. Dr. Obote warned us that this man is not even a Ugandan. Our parents did not listen.
But there is no evidence to that, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi.
Well, we challenged General Museveni to prove that he's a Ugandan. He could not prove that. But that on the side, look, listen to me. The things that he's doing to the people of Uganda proves that he has no love whatsoever for this country. Look at the things that Idi Amin did for Uganda. Look at the things that Dr. Obote did for Uganda. And what has Museveni done? Destroy all of them. So now what we want as a generation, we want to remove the dictator because he has succeeded in dividing us along tribal lines. He has divided us along religious lines. He has divided us along class lines.
But he has also been preaching, of course, about unity for all Ugandans.
But this is a man that preaches water and drinks wine. Look at the military. Look at the tribes that are there. Look at all government institutions. Look at the tribes that are there. Look at the poverty levels. Go in security, go in police. Look at the people that they are promoting. How many people have been promoted here in the military? Look at the deployments. Our generation is a generation to tell each other the truth. It is enough of falling.
You're opening the regional office for Lango today. I wonder if you have plans to have offices of the National Unity Platform also across the districts in Lango, but also maybe countrywide.
Yes. We intend to have offices of the National Unity Platform countrywide. But I must emphasize that we are more than just a political party. In fact, we started the National Unity Platform political party only 2 months to the election. We are originally the People Power Movement. Now, the People Power Movement is a combination of all people, no matter what political party, no matter whether or not they belong to any political party. We want change. We believe that our pains are the same. We are coming together as a nation. So this tour is not only to open offices, but to galvanize the minds of the people, to wake Ugandans up and to remind them that we have one major duty as a generation, that is to liberate this country and put an end to gun rule so that the will of the people of Uganda can reign supreme.
Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, you have massive support
Yes.
in the urban areas. Like, for example, you were massively welcomed by the people of Lira today
Yes.
in the city.
Yes.
And some of your critics actually say that if you go to some areas, like, for example, in Otuke,
Yes.
in the rural areas, you
Yes.
may not get such kind of huge welcome, like you've been welcomed in Lira or like yesterday in Mbale. What is the party going to do, and you in specifically, to ensure that you have a lot of grounding as well in the rural areas, and you have structures, robust structures for the National Unity Platform in the rural areas?
Wait until we get there and you will ask me that question again. You see, now it has been the narrative of the regime. Oh, those people don't have structures. Oh, those people don't reach rural areas. But they have been stopping us. The last time we tried to move around the country, they arrested our people, humiliated and beat them up. It is until we took Museveni to the ICC, it is until we put our feet down that now we can so far move around. But I know that they are very scared, and they will also try as much as possible to stop us. This is not about the NUP. It is not about Bobi Wine. It is about people power. It is about the people of Uganda wanting to change. So they welcome me, not because I'm very handsome, not because I'm very educated. No, they welcome me and my team because we carry a message of freedom to them. Here in Lira, look at a young small man like Adonyo Michael Christia being respected and being listened to because we carry a message that has been vulgarized by many people. Museveni compromised the people that were respected. He compromised elders. He compromised leaders. You will notice that he went ahead to compromise even the leaders of political parties. He bought UPC. He bought DP. he compromised Norbert Mao. Now he's buying FDC. So Ugandans, we are on our own. We are orphans. That is why we are holding hands across the country, and we are saying we are putting an end to this nonsense.
Yeah, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, in the rural areas, like in the 2021 general elections, we had actually even very few candidates of the National Unity Platform holding your flag.
Yes.
Do you have plans to really ensure that, like for example in Lamu, you have 5 district councillors, you don't have a single member of parliament, you don't have a single LC5 chairperson. What is the party going to do to ensure you have many candidates holding your flag in the 2026 election as you do the drive?
First and foremost, I want to tell you that we are not looking at 2026. Don't push us to 2026. We are looking at now. We want to remove Museveni now.
But there is a roadmap for the election. You a person.
We are not doing our things according to Byabakama. Byabakama is an extension of Museveni.
But you believe in the rule of law.
Rule of law. That's why we are here. Museveni is illegally president. Okay,
but
what Byabakama does is illegal.
The court declared him as
the
court declared him the president of the Republic of Uganda.
Oh yes. But do you know that Justice Kisache was forced to resign because she delivered a dissenting judgment? Are you aware that Justice Owinyidoro, even when he had our petition on his table, he went ahead to publicly associate with Museveni and publicly make one-sided political statements? Do you know that? Do you know that according to the law, the military is not supposed to be partial? But do you know that General Museveni's son is moving around illegally in military uniform campaigning? Do you know that the police is supposed to be keeping law and order and supposed to be impartial? But do you know that the police is an extension of the NRM? So please don't talk about the rule of law. Here we are talking about liberation, because these are rebels. Museveni is a rebel. He is still a rebel. He came, killed our people, took over our country illegally.
Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, just for the record, we understand that he was elected in 2021.
No, he was not elected.
And declared by the Electoral Commission chairperson.
Let me tell you something, my brother. Yoweri Museveni lost the 2011 election to Dr. Kizza Besigye. Yoweri Museveni lost the 2016 election to Dr. Kizza Besigye. Yoweri Museveni lost the 2021 election to Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, and that is myself.
For all those 3 elections, the Supreme Court agreed that even if there were some few irregularities, they were not substantial to overturn those elections.
Well, you can argue it like that. But I will tell you that as a law student and as a lawyer myself, we have a belief that in the face of arms, the law is silent. So now you understand that the judiciary has been twisted and put in the pocket of General Museveni, like all other institutions. When we speak to them silently, they will tell you the truth that, my brother, we see what, okay? For example, right now, we are doing exactly what we were doing, in 2021. But they shot at us, massacred our people then, So there's double standards here. The law only works on some people and doesn't work on others. That's why we're telling you that all we need here in Uganda is a complete overhaul of all those institutions.
Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, let's look at the unity in the opposition where you belong to. The Uganda People's Congress is conducting mobilization tours just like you're doing. The FDC are conducting their internal party elections. Are there plans from the National Unity Platform to cooperate with those other political parties to ensure that you strengthen your unity for the upcoming elections?
Just like you hear, unity. In our party, unity is the middle word. We are National Unity Platform. We believe in unity. And even before we started our party, People Power believed in unity. We made every effort to work together with the FDC, with the DP, with other political parties. But it's clear that since these political parties were overtaken by General Museveni, they work according to his tunes. That is why Norbert Mao made it impossible for us to work with the Democratic Party. I mean, we try to work with the FDC, why we work very closely with the likes of Dr. Kiza Besigye from the FDC, the likes of Honorable Gilbert Olanya from the FDC. We have been getting a cold shoulder from the leadership of the FDC. Little did we know that they probably had a collaboration with the regime. It is only coming out now. So now we resolved that we are going to have that unity within the people of Uganda. Our hope is not in the politicians. No, our hope is in the people of Uganda.
The biggest bottlenecks to many of the political parties
Yes.
has actually been about poor structures at the grassroots. I mean, having leadership and membership of the party registered with the party from a village level to a parish level to a sub-county.
Please don't reduce this matter to
I just want to find out if the National Unity Platform that you lead
Yes.
has plans to ensure that, even at the grassroots, you have somebody who is a contact person for the party. So that, when you are doing mobilization, you have a robust structure and network, just like other political parties do.
Thank you very much. We definitely have a robust leadership up to village level, and we're still working on it. But like I requested you, I don't want to reduce this mission to just a political party. Let us not reduce this matter to only NUP. This is a matter of the people of Uganda, and I'd rather sound like a leader of the People Power Movement. Why? Because there are even those that are not in the leadership or in the structures of the National Unity Platform, very big role to make sure we remove the dictator and we free up our country. So I don't want to sound like we have a robust democracy here, because if I also be honest with you, there's no practical political party in Uganda that is functioning like a political party. It all that this happens at the mercy of General Museveni, and it shouldn't be like that. Okay, we shouldn't be moving at the mercy of the oppressor that we're trying to free from. So for us, we go ahead to connect with people, whether they are in the leadership of our party or they are not, for as long as somebody wants change. And let me also say this, that our message has always been that anybody whose words and actions are helping to bring the fall of Museveni very quickly, that person is a friend, even if they are not in our party, even if they are in another party, including NRM. But anybody that is working for the fall of dictator Museveni is our comrade, and we want to work with them. And anybody that is working to help the dictator oppress us more, even if they are in the leadership of the National Unity Platform, they are not our friend. So now you know that our mission is not only about building our party. Our mission is to remove the dictator.
Thank you very much, Honorable Robert Chegule. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll return shortly.
Yes, just abagenzeko mu kubanga bawumulamuko katiri nnyo bwe kati bagenda kubeera ng'ate abakomawo live. Yes, babere ng'ate batubuulira ekisingawoko. Manya ebigambo bya president munange tebiddika. tebiddikamu ekibiina ki National Unity Platform tekikyali just kibiina bubiina ekikomeka mocha wabula kyekibiina ekimu ku byobufuzi ekikyasinza okubanga kitadde gavumenti ku bunkenke, and of course ebyo bye bagenda maaso n'okubeera nga ate bakola. Sides endala zembadde njagala okubeera nga nkuwaako lwakuba internet ya Airtel ya kisiru nnyo sungu bunnuma njagala nagivaako. Mbadde njagala nkuweeko ekiri ebweru nga bwe nkomyawo ebiri mu studio wano. Music tumusala mu studio such that copyright tetukwata bwe bagenda mu kuwummulamu bakuba obulango obulimu music ate music yoyo nga sife tulina olukusa olulina okubanga lumukuba. That's why tuba to skipping at that copyright ne tujjako eddoboozi oba ne tujjako amaloboozi agali mu studio munda eyo, naye nga embeera yo tugenda butereevu maaso n'okubanga tugikutuusaako nga bw'oteekeddwa okubeera ng'ogifuna. Abakyanyumyanyumyamu kaawa abakulu wano wali na wano abakulu bakyanyumyanyumyamuko. Njagala kubeera nga nkuzaako ebweru olabe ate biki ebiri kubanga biri sides zeeno wabweru eno internet wagwan njagala kukuzaako wano awaawo lwakubanga internet yo ekyamfitina nenga tuli live in Lira. Bobi Wine, the people's president, omulonde abantu bagamba kegwake ketonye tulina okubanga tubanja obuwanguzi bwaffe. So president ali mu studio anyumyanyumyamu awoko nga ebiri mu maaso ku mpewo bye by'okubeera nga ate bagenzeko mu bulango bw'abakama baabwe oba bagenze kuwummulamuko katono. Kino kyekiri ebweru kyenjagala okubanga nkuwa. Kino kyekiri wabweru kyogenda okubeera ng'olaba ku screen, ekyo kyekiri wabweru. Network
because of my expression. What you doing to me?
Wabweru wa studio ekyo kyekiri. Ekiri wabweru wa studio kyekyo, so nga ate ekiri munda mu studio kyekino. Ekiri mu studio
me Chadondo East constituency obedo nyamo tamma tetu twale kom yihere ame gino tiutim pole wok yoto lwa anda kire pole wok yihagi ameti atimere ilango kan dinatili donc bilbil kero me winyo ibota arana duong pi party me National Unity Platform bilango honorable Daniel Okelo dan ubera kanchira me chumpelwa me Oyam Town Council District Council me Oyam me gonyo lemu na me duong ubera chan wake Bojoke na menyo poviru kero meniang mo me duong Robert Chagulanyi Center mukobo adung Daniel ajulate
apoyo tutual BF apoyo pi jolawa isidio me voice of Launtinini ame tinini president ame luak me Uganda yera kala chel kede queer mwa tutumia rio kede pia rio we chel ento electoral commission de quero ti tag make tual lunien na ye robedo president me Uganda e karamen bin kan dwe mea para chel me mwa hokaro pi duoko poch bolao pi mi e queer jo moga chungi pe miro don pilao ubin okwero ko ento tinini entie kan atamoni lwag melao ami winge ngo ameno bedo kopo kede penyogo ame moderator obedo penye karachiel kede ame kwa hokop me tela me Uganda president unyuto ko uni winyo no president nye Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu jonge karachiel kede nying me Bobi Wine tini ni yen Lira kane president oduoko puoj chatek bolao pi jolle di chenga tinini karachiel kede mara ame kayini neno di boma me Lira kantin jo ducho weko gina me woko tiyo gini pi bino nyuto mara atela pilwak mara mera nen kita meno kobani jo tini jole karachiel kede ilao kan oduoko puoj boru ateha lao ducho ame tiyo kano president kobani Kirame Museveni tiyu karachiel kede kare en tiyu karachiel kede bora bien en dong lo Uganda achalo ture dan kede jo ture kede jo mogo ameno bino woro karachiel kede gilum president okobani otuni chawa ber ameonu miero Museveni kwa kija bolao bien imwa piera boro Museveni binu chung da kuirero no nok bala mega katumba Museveni binu chung te por ko kuirero pe otunu na kapasenda chiel ikarame Museveni por kuira dang ngeoni pedang inu kui endo por binu wor ko ilum te wot lwen ikom gamento borre kun maolo titek kame onu kobani mono jo worilum kuire no no perom mena akobani worilum uborre obinu kobi Uganda ni Museveni ena jote tukukere no Museveni pe obero na ha dana me Uganda modereta de kobani gina nyurupe tie president Bobi Wine de kobani karame okobi Museveni kong nyut ngoa me nyurni ene bero dana me Uganda nyutu te loyo ko pieno borro binu kobe jode koni dano ne awinti neno ne pe duhun kede dano ko boni nene tie doke e wod rueyo luak e wod luere re ko boni kanna meno binu woro jako bes meri e ko boni otuni chawa be no chualo uno chwinyane yen ameo binu buolo luak me Uganda pien jodo peti amite itua ping me Uganda dushu dano ko boni kanna ene woro ye duch iworo mayuge iworo mbara na katunga Museveni gi mara meti kome duonga te kapelare dongeno binu ilao kan neno mara chelli potie kan eno koboni Museveni kara me wori lum ame luak me lao duch uningi abe kayenda utafire general koboni abero general me kare gicha uworo bushenyi te mokatir ni gino no rugo gini bo amon te bino luenyi komo te dero ka luenyi komo te dero te duogo te bino kobani monyu borre na tiene ko joni piena teni na tieni ka to ko ka kar me roma president okobani e kudi tim a Museveni ni o charu jamma me borre yamo kelo duj dado petie un luak mela mogun cha denere kom spinning mill ame chani dong pe mogun cha deni kom starch factory mogun cha deni kom ginaries ame o cha ko duj da loboni enen bero gammo te miyo ko bodjo yaho amani chani o miyo nywale me Uganda tikere peka duonga pelare apun jameni o bero jammi ameri kelo ti botu nywale me lao kan unu yammi o chuk me jammi bedo abe ilao kan ento Museveni baro jamini en duchu dado konyer petie eno kobani Museveni tichere pieno bedo kaya bedo menne dan ti record ni eno neho jo aworu macha mwaka tutumia rio ipiera rio nono idwe mea para chel Kampala kucha wuni bedo no winyo nego jo Paul na hanek me arua uni bini winyo no kitame ochielo ka achel kede driver president man no bedo nek kametie ya kina nek kamen ne kametimere ente wumero ko iye ukobani Museveni enatieni entichere uber me poko jo ka poho u tedong mi u ber jo kongi petie mio parties apopat ameti Uganda kan jodong petie ti kitame mir jo ti gara chel kede nu moderator openye na hani kob me structure menu kono unity un kede structure President Robert Chagulanyi Bobi Wine te koboni peo twero keto structure pieni peo yena hani jogore ento kayini mi to keto structure miri gore umi chawa ni wanda do laho style wa committee gine gammo jodo tia wori chawa medwo gulo chalwa rek jo tam ni jo odwogo ko elo chen ibon muni ento jodo putia lo yo PUP ilobo wa me Uganda ukobani kuri ginna meno beno timoni umi chawani itetela a President Robert Chagulanyi umi jo chwalo Museveni ko karachiel kede wole General Mozi International Criminal Court nyo kota dit me wilobo ame winyo toro twero alwak ka awoti summarizing kome agiki President Okobani openye President Okobani noob structure tie na ha ichalo ento keni no peti structure otego aber ano Okobani peti kitore mejo twero tikere lasha lwa onyo democracy e Uganda kan ame tela agoro ame obedo me Museveni tia wuot nyimi chawani Okobani me agiki mere tekido ngata me en bino chigi karachiel kere no beda wuot tekido tia Okobani lweny wani otiu lweny pikwanyu Museveni ame omiyo nywale me Uganda bedi chana dot muaki adong tunu piera ngwen no beda water no
Woyo Matectual Honorable Daniel Okello. Let me return to President of the National Unity Platform, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi. We have also been joined by Honorable Gilbert Olanya, Member of Parliament for Kilak. Honorable Gilbert Olanya, you're most welcome to Voice of Lawata.
Thank you so much, moderator. I would like to appreciate Mr. President Honorable Bobi Wine in northern Uganda. I drove from Kampala. Afoy Matef do radio. Aya di Kampala. Totally maybe no kajolo Bobi Wine to Kumala Uganda. The chairman Amira Wadgi President Mamekwa and Bobi Wine near Afoy Biono Matef. Donc doing radio pere total ma anati kabiano America do kone ready. Awinyo kitma la did Bobi Wine tika lock. Ginomi odaro nge mapire tek. Enani People's Power Movement. Le any team movement. Pe Ugandans touch magimira la. People's Power Movement. PT movement pa NUP keken. PT movement pa NRM keken. PT movement by DP, PT movement by FDC. Ento Ugandans wing magimira laga. We are under People's Power Movement. Primero, anyole mi Uganda nungo ondo. Inero kidma ye time kwere na nenda dit Bobi Wine obelika titu. Kani gibol kui onero kira yuweri ti yukwere kichente pale kwere kui. Watemo kila laga i parliament mi Uganda. Mawa wajo ne electoral commission omiyor di lako. Pi president omiyor belka chimo electoral commission. Ento chawale eni president chimo electoral commission. Mi muchara pa electoral commission. Ka yetie electoral commission yugo ye. Telo kani kui matika time Uganda ni piti free and fair. Watika miro alaga waronen Uganda wale eni. Donc luak milao in the Armatini Arab Yorka Julu, Dogberi Yayomni, in Parliament, me Uganda, majority of members of Parliament, Kariwa MPs Mati NRM, Giti NRM, only Pimero Chen again. Ento twin Giti Kome, Wenti and the People's Power Movement, Mikela Laga Uganda. Don't give my parents a lawyer, and a Wamiro Laga. Pien in pay noir down. Icha recount now, Kera Musuberi Tika what query, Giwore. Nemtalo Gitamone, tell me Uganda, Tiro like a monarchy. Madonka anywhere, Woro don, Woro ting of Yare, Yare Latin. So, Lendi to be quite you meaning tell her in Uganda. Uganda would tell me Dodua. Tell her piggy lay dog out. Or where I want any. Amiru Titu, Machado position, Mathieu in Parliament, me Uganda. Now name the dead president of Titu. Keep Maggie Tika widow quere opposition. It's our any Museveni long tamani, he should use money where he converting opposition or Wayne or Dakore. Enter opposition Mamar Uganda. Opposition Mamero Kidma Uganda Biorbe quere, carry Museveni ye chene Gikutia. Gobe wajeni Museveni, bet kichenani, enter Wamirni, Wawek Uganda, obed Mabe, in the Kwaiwa, Kajen Giri Kwaiwa.
For your Matek, Honorable Gilbert.
Ana for your Mateo Megina, Gina Pierre Techno area, one of Duchu, what and the People's Power Movement, to see that change is brought to our country. God bless you.
For your Matek, Honorable Gilbert Nanya. Honorable President Robert Chagulanyi, we seem to be running short of time. We're left with about 15 minutes.
Sure.
But my last question, before I can pick some 5 phone calls, and then you can respond to some of them. You have codenamed this mobilization tour, Wake Up Uganda.
Yes.
What does that even mean to an ordinary person in Okere City, in Otuke district, listening to you right now?
Wake Up Uganda means real waking up. We have been sent to sleep. We have been silenced. We have been intimidated. But our mission is to awaken the people of Uganda to know what they are missing. We had an election 2.5 years ago, which General Museveni rigged on gunpoint. And we want to show the people of Uganda what they have missed. For example, and not only the citizens, but also, not only the civilians, but also the men and women in uniform. Police officers and military officers have missed on the salary increment because these people do a lot of work and they deserve better payment. Land grabbing has continued. You are aware of what is happening in Otoke. You are aware of what is happening in Apa. Land grabbing has continued by Museveni's people. He brings people from as far as out of the country and sells them land that is not his own, and he evicts people. Since the elections in 2021, after Museveni rigged the elections, he has continued to oppress our people. They've chased away our people from Lake Choga, in Amolata. People can no longer use that God-given natural resource. It's the military that has taken over the lake, and Museveni is mortgaging it to the Chinese. The common people here, Museveni brought his people to pretend that he's helping people to extend border loans. But a border that ordinarily costs 4.9 in cash for somebody, for a local border rider, at the end of his completion of the loan, he or she has paid close to 11 million shillings. We have to change that. Massacres have happened in very many places, including Bologna. Victims are there yearning for rehabilitation. There should be affirmative action there. They should be rehabilitated. Unfortunately, it has been Museveni's deliberate effort to make sure that he dehumanizes those people so that they lose confidence in self. Education itself. We have a university here, but there are unfair processes when they are giving scholarships. I am informed that the locals here don't even get the scholarships in their own universities, By the way, I am informed that we have been switched off air, like it happened in Barara, like it happens in many other places. Oh, it's back on. Yeah, it's important for us to always communicate about that. So that and many more things have been happening. We are here to remind the people that we must remove General Museveni, because when we remove the dictatorship, then we can go ahead to restore things that used to bring employment here, like the Lira spinning mills. It has to be refurbished. We have to revamp our healthcare system, our education system, our infrastructure system, etc. So all that we want to do, but we can only do that if the people join us and we all and make sure that we push General Museveni out of power.
Thank you very much, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi. I want to receive some 5 calls so that you can respond to some of their questions. Jia Penyogo, Timito Penyuke, President, National Unity Platform, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, Namachimwa Chitolo Not Abira Vision, Abora Not, Abora Deck, Airtel, Tin Not, Abira Bisabi, Abora Not, Aboro Deck. Hello? Boy, Dake Hachel.
One of the president met to allow on the chill, Ulo, Kamari, Uganda, Jamaica. One quiet is so for to him.
Hello. Chulo Kerina. Yes, Benson.
And even what I was trying to tell is to work hard so that we remove the difficulty, whatever the difficulty in this country. He's telling the truth. And I like him so much. And he's the only opposition in this country. Others are just like the opposition, but they are not the real opposition.
Thank you very much. Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, you're speaking to Isaac.
Yes, Isaac.
One thing that I wanted the president to embark on, like when after the election, because one thing that I'm sure of is that he's going to make it. I would say that as he can see the roads that we have in northern Uganda. It's very painful if you compare it with the roads that we have in western Uganda, like those places like Mbarara, those places like the Masaka. If you see those roads and you compare with the other roads, you find that northern Uganda is lagging so much behind. And the president, I would wish if he could issue the airports in that line. And also, one that I would like to advise on is that when we are fighting against something, we need to focus on the root cause, not directly on that thing. If we fight with the road, if we fight to dig up the road, that is when we shall get it away from us.
Hello.
Hello. Manuel Romero.
Yes, Walter.
Now, I don't think that people Yo wani en kopelon na wiya no kobo. Kopelon ne pinipili. Iya teni upinga jaha di 5.2 5.1. Every kolobi isoro big na milion para kiel. Kira no ina look at the way you feel any ene, with your many your lonely ene. Kira no ina thing of it. May I kick oh, me, okay, you feel by now can. For let you are for you are a good, very strict man, your spirit, your thing corridor. Better yellow job, and I don't know, your Maria there, my inhabiting job. I'm a poor job, and I get a joke on a your my apology corridor.
Upoye mateka water.
So, and then kill a man or chocolate corridor, make a measure of Java job. Only your yellow edge don't come. You're looking corridor, yeah. There, yellow Java job, I can you took a go and I that you can go to New York and the job on there. Okay, we know no kill, young and don't quite hear out on your a very young. For that look at your man, no many you are, you know, you're big good young and or police on a purpose. Okay, what a fair good.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Maxon.
Yeah, you know, I know from the TV account. Oh, the manager quite bored in a man. For Caravan now, you can't change to my job anymore. That's your one that about the work of Baramadala.
Nandiyagadde mbavuunulire naye ekyamazima nange olulimi luno nteteekanye so nsaba tugenderaawo. Nandiyagadde mbavuunulire ndi mu studio ne president naye tugumiikirize bw'anaatuuka ku kutegeera ffenna tunaawulirirawo. Nabagambye boogera olulimi boogera lulango sirutegeera bulungi nange ninga mmwe.
Nó phải như một con em gan của cái nó những quan nó cho nó thì luôn cứ nó cho luôn như quan nó được một cái mà cái của nó mẹ quan đi quan nó cứ có được cái cầu ra cha mà quan nó bố là cái kỹ thuật này gì nữa.
Upoye mateka.
Nó kama vile
Unadio mano kidogo ya kikimechi na wokuno kamo iyo dishimenya timu we ticheka dudu weo tebino yokare but aduong Bobi Wine mibino kamo apenya metieri kadanga take lo wako ya giki me program. We are taking a short break. You respond to some of the compliments but also some of the questions that have been asked by the listeners.
Yes, olulimi lwe babadde bakozesa okubeera nga boogera mu studios abanalira boogera lulimi lulango era wenjogerera tuzzeemu okuwummulamu omulundi ogwokubiri. Yes, president agenda maaso n'okubeera nga ate ayogeramuko eri n'abantu beeno abatasobodde kubeera nga bakuŋŋaana. Jjukira nti district namba nga Lira tesobola kuŋŋaanira mu kifo kimu nti ewulire obubaka Bobi Wine bwagenda okubagamba wabula okujjako ate nga bali bo ku bali awo ku leediyo bwabwe ne bawuliriza enjiri oba ebigambo oba message ajabeera abaleetere. That's why bw'atuuka mu bitundu nga bino asooka n'agendako ku mpewo za radio oba oli awo ebeera esingamu amaanyi etuuka ewala etavumbeeravumbeera n'abeera ng'ate atuusa obubaka obwo eri abantu abatasobodde oba ababeera batagenda kusobola kujja kukuŋŋaana naye. So wenjogerera nga obubaka bwe yakabawaako sofa bakunga kubeera kimu. Obubaka bwe yakabawaako bubakunga kubeera kimu era nga tuli ku Voice of Lango FM. Abakulembeze aboyeno basabye bafuneko ko kafaananyi. Yes, n'omukulembeze waabwe basabyeyo akafaananyi. Yes, tuli munda mu studio za Voice of Lango FM era obubaka abantu babufunye bulungi, bagenze kuwummulamuko mu kitundu ekyokubiri era akomawo mu kitundu ekyokusatu oluvannyuma lw'okubeera nga ate bawummulamu. So buli kimu kiri mu nteeko, kitambula bulungi. Ab'ebyokwerinda tweyanza nnyo tweyanzeege olw'obukuumi bwe muwa abantu abo ababeera bazze okukuŋŋaanira awamu, koze ensonga ekuŋŋaanya abantu bano guba mukwano gwe babeera balina eri omuntu waabwe. Yes, ate n'ekirala nti abantu bali mu struggle. Omuntu bw'abanga ali mu struggle teetaaga kutaataaganyizibwa nnyo, kubanga buli lw'oli mutaataaganye ennyo ojja muleetera obusungu, ate bw'omuleetera obusungu ekiyinza okubeera nga kiddirira okimanyi bulungi. Yes, so kakati okwewala ebyo byonna abakuumaddembe kye mukola kye kituufu mukadde kano, newankubadde gye buvuddeko mubadde temukola kituufu. Ekyo tetugenda kugaana. Emanye ekirungi tukitwale tukyogerengako nti kirungi, n'ekibi tukyogerengako nti kibi. Olwaleero poliisi, amagye gakoze eddimu eddene era tusiima. Teweetaaga musirikale kubeera ng'oli mulabe wa muntu wa bulijjo, nga n'omuntu wa bulijjo oli mulabe eri omusirikale. We are all brothers, we are all sisters, kubanga ffenna tulina omusaayi kale emu, ffenna tuli emmere y'emu, just byawuka mu class, just emmere gye tulya n'ekyenjawulo nti mwe mukwata mundu ffe tetukwata mundu. Yes, tukomyewo mu studio
Robert Chagulanyi, you are ready to hand the show.
Yes,
maybe you could respond to some of the questions that have been raised, but also you give your concluding remarks.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. I will be very, very brief.
Yes.
Somebody asked why we talk about Museveni all the time. But I mean, some of us are Christians or Muslims or whatever. We go to church every Sunday. We don't work for the devil. But why do we talk about Satan every Sunday? And I like one of the callers said that we should deal with the root cause. And the root cause is Museveni dictatorship. If there's no Museveni, maybe I would not be in politics. Somebody asked about the road network in northern Uganda, why it's so poor. It is true. Only 6% of the roads in northern Uganda are paved. And that is deliberate because Museveni does not want to empower the people of northern Uganda. If we have better road network, if we have infrastructure, if we have power in northern Uganda, if we have electricity in northern Uganda, the businesses will mushroom, development will come, and the people in northern Uganda will no longer kneel down for Museveni to give them handouts. So he keeps them poor so that he can have them as beggars. We were asked what we will do when we finally take power. I would go far deep in our manifesto, but there's so much that we want to deal with. Revamp healthcare, revamp education, stop the poverty, free up the people, give them back their leg. We cannot reinvent the wheel. These things were done by our forefathers, you know. I did not start the Lira meeting, spinning mill, but they closed it. We have to reopen them. We have to make sure that what used to work with our people, for our people, can work again and again and again. They asked me to talk about the loans of the motorcycles. We don't want to talk about them just. We want to change them. Today, they are using you as a business. Those loans are meant to enslave people so that you spend almost half your time paying for a loan of a border, which they can even take away from you by the police. Somebody raised an issue of street kids disturbing people and stealing from people. That is terrible. But please know that some of those people are planted by the regime to paint a bad image of us. They want to call us bayai. They want to call us thieves.
Exactly.
And I've instructed those that we're moving with, and I've also warned those criminals that should we get any criminal trying to steal from people, we shall deal with them ourselves. Why? Because we are on a national mission and we cannot let anybody vulgarize this mission. We are trying to free more than 45 million people, so we cannot allow them to, to vulgarize.
Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, we have
Finally, very finally, we were told that the people of Buganda supported Museveni when he was coming. Well, I was only 4 years when Museveni came. It's our duty, all of us, to remove the dictatorship. Very finally, I want to salute the comrades that have been here with in studio. We had leaders like Adonio Michael Chris, like Angia Daniel, like Honorable Okello Daniel, who is a councillor and who is our MP flag bearer. Comrades like Mawa Moses, comrades like Ojok Isaac, who is our spokesperson here, and also a councillor. I salute them very much. Now we are going to open our office. And we want to welcome all of you to open our office, and maybe that's when I'll get an opportunity to speak with you. I thank you very much for listening to me. Afoyo Matek, Afoyo Tutwar. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, for coming to Voice of Lango FM. It's our pleasure for hosting you.
Thank you.
Next time when you come again, you'll be, we wish you a very peaceful process as you go to open your offices at Junior Quarters, Lira City West.
Thank you.
For you, Matetu 12, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi Sentamo, President, the National Unity Platform, Bibirukedwa, the change. Kwa inemano, Coach Mirobeda Tie, Yeha, Mirobeda Tie, Mewot, Yabo offices, the National Unity Platform, Yeha, the Canada, Ame, Mirobeda Tie, Mewahe, and Rame Baro Coach, and Kuku.
Yes, President signing out okuva Voice of Lango FM nga kyetuddako essaawa zino twolekera butereevu wali offices z'ekibiina ate nga ziggulwawo mu butongole. Yes, of course, gw'omulungi yakatwegattako ku mukutu Vika exclusive. Yes, tukugamba nti embeera yonna tugenda kubeera tugikutuusaako butereevu awo wali w'okwatidde essimu yo, awo wali ku kompyuta yo mu office yo, naawe wonna w'oli oba oli ku tab yo, gwe just tukugamba nti Vika exclusive gwe mukutu ogweyama era ogwewaayo okukutuusaako buli kimu. Njagala nkulage ekiri ebweru. Kino kyekiri ebweru tufuluma studio eza Lango FM mulila. Kati gye twolekera ye wali offices ezigenda okubeera nga ziggulwawo ate olunaku olwaleero. Kaakati njagala tutunuulire omukwano abantu gwe bagenda okulaga Bobi Wine, tugukompayalinge n'ogwo omukwano oguzze gumulagibwa mu districts ez'enjawulo, ate tutunulire numbers ez'abantu abamugoberera. Omanyi bagamba basomba abantu ab'e Busia recently bagamba basi z'abasomba bava Kenya, kaakati ab'e Lira basi zirabika z'abasombi bava Congo, naye nga
everywhere, even you, all of us. Mike.
Waliwo kamera eri ebweru, waliwo kamera eri wabweru gyenjagala okuswitchingako nkulage ekiri ebweru wa studios. Waliwo kamera eri ebweru gyenjagala okuswitchingako mbalage ekiri wabweru wa studios, nammwe kennyini mukyerabireko. Naye nga wenjogerera bino nga ekiri wabweru What is gunning? What is gunning? What is gunning?